The Axis. With their similar philosophies, some dictators formed alliances. In 1936, Hitler and Mussolini formed the Rome-Berlin Axis, aka the Axis. Japan joined in 1940. Russia didn't join the Axis, but signed a non-aggression pact with Germany in which they agreed not to attack each other. World War II begins. In 1938, Hitler declared the unification of Germany and Austria. Later that year, he took over the Sudetenland, a part of the former Czechoslovakia. A year later, on September 1st, 1939, Hitler invaded Poland. The USSR also attacked Poland, and then moved on to the Baltic Peninsula and Finland. Britain and France finally saw Hitler as a threat and declared war 2 days later. Germany had taken over Denmark and Norway by 1940. The Germans easily invaded Luxembourg, Belgium, and the Netherlands. They fought in North Africa and Italy. Even France was overtaken, and Paris was captured by the Nazis. But a harsh Russian winter changed everything. Ignoring the non-aggression treaty they created with the Soviets, the Germans entered Russian territory in 1941, only to be defeated by near-freezing temperatures during the Russian winter 2 years later. In the first major defeat for Germany, 91,000 German troops surrendered at the Battle of Stalingrad. The Battle of Britain. In the summer of 1940, Hitler began his air attack on England. During the Battle of Britain, the weapons heavily bombed London and other parts of England that Germany brought with their air force. England and British Prime Minister Winston Churchill refused to surrender. The Royal Air Force attacked until they retreated. The Holocaust. Meanwhile, the policies of Nazi Germany led to the systematic killing of 6 million Jews and about 5 million Roma, homosexuals, people with disabilities, political opponents, and anyone else who opposed the Nazis, in what is known as the Holocaust. Jews and others were rounded up like cattle in every region. Hitler conquered and thrown into concentration camps. There were 6 death camps in Poland, and the largest was Auschwitz. Some of those sent to Auschwitz went to labor camps, where they were worked or starved to death. Others were used as subjects of medical experiments. The rest were killed immediately in the gas chambers. People who tried to hide Jews or help them escape to safe countries were also put to death if they were caught. Pearl Harbor. Following successful invasions in mainland Asia, Japan decided to add island territory, including the Philippines, which were protected by the US. After Japan attacked Indochina, the US stopped selling supplies to Japan and froze any Japanese money that was in US banks. On December 7th, 1941, the day that President Roosevelt famously called a date which will live in infamy, Japan launched a surprise attack on the naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. After such an attack on American soil, US isolationism was done for. The next day, FDR asked Congress to declare war on Japan. 3 days after that, on December 11th, 1941, Germany and Italy declared war on the US and Congress reciprocated. The US had entered World War II.